Looks like we are live. So, you know what they say? I always have to go and, grab the video ID and do all that bullshit. But, let's see here. I know I have, okay, so it's always a pain in the goddamn. I should have had this ready before I start streaming, but, I tend to not really think that far ahead. That's my fault. Hopefully you guys should be able to hear me okay. Um, so I just need to. Boop. All right, so and and we're starting. I'm just gonna go with that because I'm being lazy. Okay. Oh, I should add here because this is my own damn channel, and if people are here, I want them to watch. So that's what we're gonna do. Get everyone's attention because fuck you, it's my channel. Uh, so anyway, um, ZD. No. I want to post this on RTC. So corruption research. We'll do it here. Hopefully, hopefully it's cool with Phil. I wonder if Phil's gonna watch this. That'd be kind of nice. Um, maybe he will. Maybe he won't. He'll probably watch it later. I don't think he's active right now, but looks like I've already got someone watching here, so that's good. So I'm going to minimize this out, and I am going to close this Mega Drive ROM out. So, all right. So, and I need to, of course, turn on. Where's my OBS window? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, all right. Don't mind that. So, I was just trying some tests. So let's just say that you want to hack or corrupt a Genesis ROM. So we're gonna open one up, and this cat is in my way. Oh my god, go. Of course, So let's just say we're going to do. Oh, I don't know. You know what? I forgot to do that. Oh well, it's fine. Let's just say that we've got. I don't know. Space Harrier 2. Should be able to hear everything there. Although audio is not that important this time around, so it's not that big of a deal. So it's like, oh wow, this is a cool game, and I can't control it because I didn't set up the controllers for Exodus. But you can see the demo. It's like, okay, I want to change some things, or I want to corrupt it, I want to do cool things. So you decide to close this out, and you're like, okay, let's go on ahead and actually let me kill the display here really quick because I gotta pull up a. It's in this window anyway, so we're good. So so we're going to go in here and we're going to open up, a corruptor. Don't mind the test thing, and we're going to be like, okay, let's corrupt this game. Let's have some fun. So we do that. This is my standard corruptor that I use for all my videos. So okay, all right. Now let's see what happens. Let's see what corruptions we get. And we go ahead and we open up this thing here, and we see what happens. And we get this red screen. It's like, okay, you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, first time, that can happen. Red screens can happen. So we'll go ahead and give it another shot. Screw it, okay? So it's like, that's a one-off. Let's try again. Is the link to the script for the corruptor? I mean, it's got like API keys and everything that I don't want to share. I'd have to make a script that uses a pseudo ring number generator. If you join my Discord, I may consider rewriting it so that it uses a pseudo random number generator, but it's not user friendly. So you got to keep that in mind. But anyways, so we keep trying, and it's like, why do we keep getting red screens? What's going on? And that is because, and we're gonna try one more time. Maybe this time we'll get lucky. No. So that is because the vast majority of Mega Drive games have what they call a checksum routine. So in the Genesis header, there's a checksum of what it's supposed to be, and it runs a routine. It adds all the bytes up in the ROM, and if it doesn't match the checksum, it's like, oh, there's something wrong with this game. Its integrity has been compromised. We shouldn't run it, so it's just going to tell the virtual display process or visual display process, whatever the hell you call it, and say, just show a red screen, and then just loop forever and crash. And that's what it's doing right now. You can see right here, it's just jumping to 34A over and over and over and over and over again. That's a branch always instruction. So it's just doing that over and over and over and over and over again. So what you want to do is you want to defeat that checksum routine so that it always thinks that it passes. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you're probably wondering why I picked Space Harrier 2. It's not a game that I'm planning to corrupt. I just asked in my Discord, and basically, I had a patron say, "Do Space Harrier 2." I was like, "Okay, sure." So basically, nothing up my sleeve. No funny tricks or anything. Just I've never really walked through this code before, so I don't know what I'm getting myself into. So what we need to do is we need to figure out where this routine is. One hint that we have in order to find this routine is we know where the checksum is located. So we're going to look for a couple things. So if we pull this up here, okay. So this is the ROM header. These are vectors. I'll go over vectors in a video in a day or two, because we're going to go over how I make an exception handler, which will be very involved. If I keep rubbing my eyes because I have something in my eye that I'm trying to get out of my eye for the past half hour or so. So so forget about this for the time being. So you have the console name, release date, domestic name, international name, version. Oh, hey, checksum. So we don't need to know how to calculate the checksum. We just need to know how to circumvent it. That's a little bit different. So checksum is 1AE to 1AF, but 1AE is what we want to look for. So when we're looking through the code, we want to find two things: a loop that is going through everything in the ROM, and that's usually just a few instructions long, and then it branches back until it's done, and then doing a comparison instruction with whatever the result was plus whatever's in 1AE, and then there'll be a branch instruction based on what the result is. So pretty easy to find if you know what you're looking for. So this is what we're going to do. So I used Exodus because this debugger doesn't suck, but usually I use BizHawk for my corruptions and anything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this really quick. It's running. It doesn't look like it's running, but we're going to stop. Infinite loop looks like it's not currently running. We're going to just do a quick hard reset, and we're just going to run an instruction, and that should put us at the very beginning of where the program initializes. It's usually 200. Usually, most games are like that. So step, see, 200. So we could keep stepping into this if we really wanted to, but that could take a while. So it's like, you know. Interestingly, it should have branched to 216. I don't know why I went here. It's kind of weird, but so we're gonna want to look for something where it's reading off of, what was it again? 18E. So and we also are looking for an add instruction that will all because it has to add everything in the ROM over and over again. That's what checksum does. So we have this here. So let's see here. Okay. So do you see this here? So this is pretty early on in the ROM where it makes this check. So so this all here is the loop. So it loops to 232. So it keeps adding everything in the ROM. Okay. A0 and D1. So A0 is the beginning of where it checks. 1A4 should be the ROM size. So 1A4, if we look, the ending of the ROM, basically, right there. See? So basically, the add instruction is a dead giveaway. The BCC instruction, that's branch on carry clear. So can't remember exactly how that works, but basically it means that once it reaches the end of the ROM, then stop branching. I'd have to look into it a little bit more, but not that big of a deal. So it just keeps doing that, and then what it's going to do is it's going to put the checksum into A1, and it's going to do a comparison with the two. So it checks the value stored in 1AE and checks it with the result in D1. And here's where the magic is. This is a branch not equal word. So the way that this works is because this second byte is 0, 0, you can either branch 8 bits or 16 bits. This is branching 16 bits, which really isn't needed because it's only branching an 8-bit value. You can see that this is 0, 0. I don't know. You could very easily put this as 66E8 and it'd do the exact same thing. But I think all Genesis games kind of do this. So basically what this means is if the checksums don't match, so branches not equal, if the checksums don't match, then I want you to basically go to this red screen. So what we need to do is we need to change this so that it doesn't do that. And for something like this, for a 16-bit branch, what you want to do is instead of adding E8, you're going to add 2. So it already increments 2 bytes for 6, 6, and 0, 0. So you don't need to factor that in. You would just have to account for the extra 2 bytes here. So that's why you would add only 2. And what that'll do is it'll do what I would call negating the branch. So it's like, oh, it doesn't equal, let's just skip over 2, which is what it would do regardless. So and you only need to change 1 byte for that. So that's why I do that. You could very easily just do no op, but that's 4 bytes. Who wants to write 4 bytes? We could just write 1 byte. It's simpler that way. So let's get our hex editor of choice here. So here's so we're going to load. I already had this loaded up, but just pretend that it it wasn't loaded. So if we look to 40, we're going to want to change the 4th byte in this. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So 243 should have E8 in it. Okay. Hey, it's right there. See? So if we change that to 0, 2, it's going to tell this branch instruction that if successful, if there's a bad checksum, to just go here, which is what it would do if the checksum matches. So we're going to do a quick little change and change this to 0, 2 and save. Just 1 byte. Okay? So that's like branch ahead 2 instead of where the fuck it was going. Let's see what happens. So we're going to And remember, I haven't looked at this routine at all. But in all fairness, most most checksum routines in Genesis games are more or less the same. So it's not that hard. You could probably even write like a Python script that could like go through the code and probably find it pretty easily. But anyway, so we're just going to reload this. That shouldn't have been there. I don't know why it decided to go there, but okay. So we're going to just hit corrupt.gen and see what happens. It's loading the Sega logo. Now, you can see that I didn't like load the I didn't load the original ROM. I loaded the corrupted ROM. You can see it's corrupted. So changing that 1 byte was able to let me load up Space Harrier in a corrupted state, which kind of looks kind of cool. So I'm just gonna let this run and see what happens. I'd play through this, but I forgot to set input for Exodus. But yeah, this is a bit of a shorter video. Does anyone have any questions? Anyone that's watching? If anyone is watching. Unfortunately, my live streams aren't very popular. Surprisingly, it's working well. I would have expected it to crash by now. I think I just got lucky. Still waiting for it to crash. Because that was going to lead me to what my next video was going to be about. Wait, there we go. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's pretty interesting. Maybe I should corrupt Space Harrier too. Apparently it's pretty easy. I'm corrupting a different Genesis game though, not Space Harrier 2. Let's see if this demo, Paranoia, crashes. Now hold essay saying how this makes sense. Yeah, if you watch the whole thing. Exodus was very slow. Exodus is a pretty demanding emulator. But luckily my old system can run it. But you don't really even need a fast system if you're just trying to figure out how to circumvent, a checksum routine, because all you need to do is just look at the first 100 or so. You gotta like that sound effect. Because all you gotta do is just look at the first 100 bytes or so, if that. So, and then you're able to find it pretty easily. All right, I want to see if I can get this stupid thing to crash, because now I'm like getting annoyed. Actually, hold up. It looks like if it were to crash, it would just reset, because it looks like all of these. Yeah. So here, hold on. Yeah, this is probably not the best. So the beginning is 200 here. So that's a stack pointer. And all the vectors here, except for the horizontal vertical vectors, are all set to 200. So basically, the way that this game works is if you cause it an exception, it'll just reset over and over and over again. Let's test that, because now I'm curious. Why not? Oh crap! You know what's going to happen? I didn't think about that. It's going to crash again, because my corrupting script overwrote the change that I made. What was it, 243? I think. Let me reload this really quick here. So yeah, I didn't think that all the way through, did I? Well, let's see what happens with this one really quick here. Because again, I'm curious now. It's piqued my curiosity. Let's see if it just continue. Let's see if it just keeps trying to reset. Yep. See. So it hit an exception, and it resets. So normally I would say, oh, it froze up. How do we fix this? But I'm going to change my script a little bit and say, oh, it looks like it's boot looping over and over again. How do we fix this? In the next video, I will show you how I wrote an exception handler that will fix, in the case of Space Harrier 2 here. I might try a different game. And it applies to all games, but I will show how to write an exception handler, or how I wrote it, basically. So look forward to that. I might do it tomorrow, maybe, considering it. So, well, maybe Thursday, because it looks like I already got classes tomorrow. That's going to get in the way of that, probably. And tomorrow's game night, and I don't want that to conflict. So it's bad enough it's hard enough trying to get my stepdaughter to do game night, but if I'm busy with streaming or something like that, because I don't know how long it'll take. I'm just rambling at this point. How long have I been going for? 20 minutes? That's not bad. So yeah, short video. Honestly, very easy to circumvent a checksum routine. So hopefully you learned something today, and I'll see you around some other time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Bye for now.